Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the cast of Big Brother Canada Season 12, which starts in literally 35 minutes, and I can't wait. The cast was announced Wednesday, this past Wednesday, and I didn't get a chance to do my preseason rankings and everything. I didn't even get a chance to watch any of the bios or anything to do with the cast. I just saw the pictures of the cast and everything, but I never got a chance to watch the actual bios and stuff like that until last night because I didn't work on Wednesday, the day the cast was announced, but I did have plans that night, so I didn't really have time to watch their bios that day, and then I had to work Thursday morning, Friday night, and Saturday night, and Sunday night. And I worked yesterday morning as well. And then I'm off today and tomorrow. So, yeah. I worked till 3 yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to do any of my preseason rankings. I didn't get a chance to watch any of the bios until I got off work yesterday afternoon. But now I have everything done. The blog is done. My preseason rankings are done. I have all the bios watched, and now here am I. Okay. Here I am doing the video. So before I get into this, I do want to say that there are 12 house guests already confirmed, but there are going to be a total of 14 house guests this season. As far as I know, there could be a twist, like as soon as the show starts, and they could like bring in like 2 other house guests and make it 16. I don't know. But as of now, there are 14 house guests announced, except 2 of those people we don't know yet, because 2 of those 14 people are all-stars from previous seasons. So 2 people who have already been on the show but are coming back to play again for season 12. So we don't know who those all-stars are yet. We won't find out until the show begins or sometime during the premiere tonight. So I'm super excited. I do have a couple ideas as to who those 2 people could be. I have heard a lot of things about them being possibly Victoria, aka Spicy V from BBCAN12, and Anthony from BBCAN7. But about half hour ago, I saw 2. I was looking at Twitter. I refuse to call it X, and I saw some pictures of the house, and 2 pictures stood out to me. 2 of those pictures have signs up, and those signs are like quotes from past house guests. Now, obviously, this has to be hints as to who those 2 all-stars are going to be. So the first one says, "You signed up for this." And if you guys watched Big Brother Canada Season 9, and you saw the whole argument between Victoria, aka Spicy V, love her, and Tara, Spicy V did say multiple times to Tara, "You signed up for this. You signed up for this." So that's a big hint to Victoria. And this one, "Kick your feet up," is the next one. And if you guys watch BBCAN 10, Marty is like, that was his thing in BBCAN 10. Marty was well known for telling house guests to kick their feet up, relax, you're safe. Like, he would be HOH, or he would win the veto, and he would go up to like his close friends in the house, Kyle, Gino, whoever, and be like, you could kick your feet up, you're just relax, you're safe, I'm not gonna put you on the block or whatever. And then he would go and betray them and put them up for eviction. Like, he was known for that. That was his thing, is telling people to pick their feet up and relax. That was Marty's whole thing. So at first I was like, okay, it could be Victoria and Anthony, just based on the stuff that I saw on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all of that. I was thinking for a bit that it was going to be Victoria and Anthony, but after seeing those 2 pictures from inside the house, yeah, I'm going to be surprised if it's not Victoria or Marty, honestly. So there's that. Now, like I said, we don't know who for sure is the mystery 2 all-stars. are. But like I said, we're going to find out during the premiere tonight. So I can't wait for that. No matter who it is, I can't wait to see who it is. Yeah, anyway, moving on. I did, like I said, make a blog. I posted a blog earlier listing the cast and my preseason rankings and everything. So I'm just going to go through those, and yeah. So I have like a half hour left to do this because the show's literally starts in like 29 minutes. And like I said, I'm super freaking excited. So I'm just going to get my blog up. Here we go. I can't wait. Okay. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to include the Mystery 2 house guests or all-stars. Like I said, they based on the pictures that I saw from inside the house, it probably will be Marty and Victoria, but just in case we're fooled, just in case it isn't at all either one of them, I'm not going to include them because yeah, they're going to be a mystery. We won't find out till the show begins, so we could all be wrong saying Marty or Spicy B. So I'm not going to include them. I'm just going to include the newbies. So the other 12 out of 14 house guests are newbies. So first, Avery Martin. She is 26 years old from Selkirk, Manitoba, and her pronouns are she, her, and she's a videographer. Next is Bailey Pelham. She is 34 years old. Pronouns are she, her. Hometown is Halifax, Nova Scotia, and she is a bartender. Dennis Frias. He is 48 years old. Pronouns are he, him. He is from Toronto, Ontario, and he is a textile designer. Next is Donna Marshall. She is 26 years old. Her pronouns are she, her. Hometown is Hubbard's, Nova Scotia, and she is an artist. Okay, this guy, I like this guy. He's really cute. Like, he's not like cute as in like good looking kind of way. I mean, they're all good looking, come on. But like, I watched his bio last night, and man, he is so cute. Like, his personality, everything. I love this. I love him so far. Elijah I don't know how to say his last name. Kazlauskas. I'm just gonna say Elijah. He is 31 years old. Pronouns are he, him, and he is from North Bay, Ontario, and he is an ESL teacher. Next is Janine Holmes. She is 44 years old. Pronouns are she, her. She is from Toronto, Ontario, and she is a hair and makeup artist, which I watched her bio last night, and she included pictures of some of her makeup that she's done and hairstyle she's done, and it was amazing. Love it. Next is Kayla Clennon. She's 26 years old. Pronouns are she, her. Hometown is Stouffville, Ontario. Occupation, volleyball coach. Next is Lexis Jackson. Now, apparently she used to date Drake. So that's really cool. Anyway, she's 24 years old. Her pronouns are she, her. Hometown, Toronto, Ontario, and she is a dental hygienist. Next is Matthew Wong. He is 27 years old. Pronouns are he, him, from Surrey, BC, and he is a kinesiologist. I think that's how you say it. Next, I love when a Newfoundlander's on the show. I'm a fellow Newfie. So every time the cast is revealed and I see there's a Newfie on the show, I get so excited. Who knows? Maybe one of the two mystery all-star house guests might not even be Marty or Spicy B. Maybe one of them will be a Newfie, or maybe both. I doubt it, but we'll see. Next is Todd Clements, 31 years old. Pronouns are he, him. He is from Happy Valley, Goose Bay, NL. Occupation is general contractor. Next is Vivek Sabharwal. I think that's how you say his last name. 25 years old. Pronouns are he, him. From St. John, New Brunswick, and he is a software developer. And lastly, Tola Eam. No one is ever going to say their last names on the show, so it doesn't even matter what their last names are anyway to me. I'm just going to call him Tola. 40 years old, pronouns he, him, hometown Ottawa, Ontario, occupation fiber optic technician. So actually, Tola, he originally wasn't going to be on the show. Someone was originally casted, and I don't know if they were kicked out or they dropped out last minute, but Tola is now the alternate. He is now on the show instead of, what's his name? What was his name? Anyway, it doesn't matter. He's not on the show now, but anyway, that's the entire cast, and now on to my preseason rankings. So this is just based on bios alone, not like, because obviously you're not going to watch a 2-minute video and immediately decide, oh, they're going to be my favorite like the entire season. Nobody knows that. Like, you could love someone based on their bios, and then the season will start, and within like 2 weeks of the entire show, you can't stand them. That's happened to me before. Like, I'd be watching the show, the cast would be revealed, and I would watch their bios, and I'm like, okay, I love them. They're my top favorite. The season would start about 2 weeks in. I can't stand them. They are now my least favorite. It's happened to me multiple times. So, these rankings are based on solely on bios and stuff that I've seen on Twitter from them or about them. Who knows, like, number 1 in my preseason rankings could now be number 11 or 12 during the season. A lot of these could change, and a lot of these probably will end up changing at the end of the show or even halfway through. So, just based on the bios alone and stuff like that, these are my preseason rankings just based on how excited I am for each house guest. Again, just based on their bios last night. First is Lexus. 2 is Kayla, Avery, Elijah, Todd, Vivek, Tola, Matthew, Janine, Bailey, Dennis, and Donna. So, just because I put Dennis and Donna the last 2, doesn't mean I'm not excited for them. I watched the bios last night, and honestly, these preseason rankings a lot of them were pretty hard for me to do, if that makes sense, because usually, every year when the cast is announced, I would watch their bios, and there would be like 1 or 2 that I would feel like, based on their bios alone, are kind of like overly confident or like too cocky and just full of themselves. I mean, I know it's Big Brother, and you kind of have to be like condescending and like cocky and stuff like that. It's Big Brother, of course you have to be sometimes. But sometimes I would watch the bios and I'm like, they're a bit too cocky. I don't know how I feel about them. But I watched all the bios last night, and yes, there are a couple this season that are like kind of cocky, but I've seen cockier on the show, if that makes sense, if that's even a word. But like Bailey, I watched her bio and I'm like, she's really confident, she's a bit cocky, but she's not like too cocky, and she is a baddie. I love Bailey. Yet I put Bailey at number 10. Yeah, I watched all the bios last night, and I don't think any of them are overly cocky or overconfident based on the bios alone. I'm actually loving everyone's vibes and energy so far. So, just because I put Donna last doesn't mean I'm not very excited for her, because I watched her bio. Like, at first I was going to put her way higher up. But yeah, I watched her bio and just compared to everybody else, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I am very excited for everybody. And there's not one person on this list that, or out of the cast, that I'm not feeling their vibes or energy, if that makes sense. But yeah, like I said, those will probably end up changing like halfway through the season. I am, like I usually do every year, I will be doing a updated rankings video and blog about halfway through the season. At the end of the season, I will do a final rankings based on the entire season alone. So, yeah, that is it for today's video. Next week, I will be doing my What I Got for Valentine's Day video. The week after that, I'll be doing my February book haul. And then the week of, not the week after that, but the week after that, like the week of March 31st to April 6th, I'll be doing my WrestleMania predictions. So, the next 2 weeks, actually no. Okay, next week I'll be doing my, I feel, I don't know how to explain it, but I hope I'm making sense. Next week I'll be doing my What I Got for Valentine's Day video. I know it's a bit late, but yeah, moving on. It's better late than never. The week after that, I'll be doing my February book haul. the week after that, I'm going to be doing my WrestleMania predictions. Right? You know what? I'm not even going to worry about it because I feel like I'm messing it up. I'm doing the videos when I do the videos. It is what it is. But yeah, all I know is next week I'll be doing my Valentine's Day. What I got for Valentine's Day video. The week after that is my February book haul. I'm just going to leave it at that because I'm going to confuse the shit out of myself and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But yeah, I will see you guys next week for another video. Bye, guys.